On the Tihany Peninsula, high above the waters of Lake Balaton, stands an abbey that has shaped the landscape for nearly 1,000 years. This place was not chosen by chance. In the year of 1055, King Andrew I of Hungary founded the Benedictine monastery here. It was a time of insecurity. The young Hungarian kingdom was still strengthening Christianity, and royal power was far from secure. The hill itself carried deep symbolic meaning. In the medieval world, elevated places were seen as closer to God. A monastery built on a hill was a visible sign of a secret and of royal authority. From this height, the surrounding lands and the routes across Lake Balaton could be watched and controlled. In unstable times, the hill also offered protection, making the monastery easier to defend. Yet, Tihany was significant long before Christianity arrived. The peninsula had been inhabited for centuries and likely held ritual importance in pre-Christian times. Christianity often adopted such places, giving them a new spiritual meaning. King Andrew invited the Benedictines, an order known for learning, writing, and administration. The abbey became not only a place of prayer, but also a center of culture and governance. Most importantly, the king chose Tihany as his final resting place. To this day, King Andrew I lies buried in the crypt of the abbey, the only preserved burial of a medieval Hungarian king from the Arpad dynasty. This is why the abbey was built on this hill, as a symbol of faith, power, and memory. And this is why Tihany remains one of the most important historical sites of Hungary. Hi everyone. Today is Tuesday and we are on Budapest Delhi train station and we will be going to Balaton Fjords. Later on we're gonna go to Tihany. So see you later. Very quiet. Journey to Balaton Fjord will take approximately 2 hours, and we just calculated how much is the ticket one way. Is about £5.5 for 2 hours journey. It's great, but the train is looking a little bit old-fashioned. And there's no charger here, so you can't charge your phone. From Balaton Fjord, we will be taking a bus to Tihany, and we're just hoping that the weather will be better because the forecast is showing that it will rain. So hopefully, fingers crossed.
Tájékoztatjuk kedves utasainkat, hogy a kijáratokat az aluljárókon át lehet megközelíteni. A vágányokon való átjárás életveszélyes és tilos.
Tihany, and it just has departure from stand number 5. We made it to Tihany and it's raining a little bit, and the bus ticket was fairly cheap because it was half of the euro, 50 pence, which was very cheap, and journey took about 25 minutes. It's not so far away, and we're just going to visit the city. This is Tihany at summertime, when it's lovely sunshine. And this is Tihany map and Balaton Lake. We are in Benedictine Abbey now, and in this abbey, the king of Andrew I was buried, and apparently his family. So there's one of the unique places where the place of king's death is the same as place of buried. So this is the Benedictine Abbey where King Andrew I was buried. King Andrew was the fourth king of Hungary, and apparently this is his crypt where he was buried. Now I think I have a proof that in this crypt is King of Hungary. The fourth king of Hungary was buried here in this basilica. I think this place is really unique because not often you can literally touch the grave of the king, and he's just there, just like that. You can just walk around, like you can just touch his script. I think it's just amazing, this place. And I have to add one thing: there is no security here, so I don't know. Like, what if somebody would want to step on it? Like, no one actually is watching. There's no cameras here. There's nobody here. The Tihany Peninsula is a remnant of an ancient 7 million-year-old volcano, which has been surrounded by the waters of Lake Balaton for a little over 5,000 years. The shallow outer lake marks the spot where the main crater once stood, and the inner lake is located in another depression caused by an eruption and is 26 meters above the level of Lake Balaton. Tihany has been inhabited for the past 3,000 years. The enormous rampart system of an earthen fort built around 1000 BC is located on a highland toward the northeastern part of the municipality. At the foot of the plateau, barrows can be seen rising out of the land. The Romans also used this fortification. In fact, they restricted the peninsula into an island to better protect it. Centuries later, in 1055, Tihany was still an island when King Andrew I founded Abbey and built his family's crypt here. His wife, Princess Anastasia of Kiev, arrived accompanied by Eastern monks. They settled in Tihany, cutting their cells into the rock. Those monks' quarters can still be seen today. In medieval times, the northern entrance to the island was guided by the residents of the village of Apathy. The church is the only remnant of this settlement. On the southern side towards the harbor, the village of Uilag was the watch post. Its rampart can be seen to this day. After the destruction wrought by the Mongolian invasion, it is first mentioned in 1267 that a fortress was built around the Benedictine monastery. 3 centuries later, the Balaton became the border between the Ottoman Empire and the Christian world, and the Tihany fortification served as a border fortress. Monastic life was put on hold during those times and would only resume after the Turkish War in 1702. Because the climate changes, the water level of the lake fell 3 meters in the 18th century, and by the end of the 700s, Tihany had once again become a peninsula. Most of the abbey's lands were south of the Balaton monks, and travelers crossed the lake first by boat from the harbor, which must have existed since Roman times. This not only made the control of the lands easier, but the abbey was also entitled to the incomes of those lands during the Middle Ages. The Abbey Manor was located beside the inner lake, with the officers' quarters at its center. Chemical engineer Dr. Gyula Bitters began growing lavender on a peninsula in 1926. As a result of his work, one of the most important Hungarian cultivation sites for the traditional herbal medicine was established in Tihany. Blessed Charles IV, the last king of Hungary, spent the days before his exile in 1921 in the Abbey building. The Calvary was built to honor the king who had died young, as well as the tragedy of Trianon. It is said that if you have heard of Tihany, you must know of the legendary echo. Since the 18th century, the wall of the Abbey church has been reflecting back words shouted from the hill. However, sadly no longer sevenfold, as it did once upon a time. This is due to the new building around it. Stand on the stone and make a sound. The walls of the abbey will reflect it, and your shouted word will return to you as an echo. We are heading now to a restaurant called Echo, and we're going to have something nice to eat and hopefully have some lovely hot drink. This restaurant is located beautifully, but unfortunately, due to the rain and clouds, there was not much to see.
It's your time. Don't be held back again. You need to resist your own limit.
My dog and Kuba, what do you have?
White bear.
White bear. Nice. Delicious.
White bull. Nie white bear.
Light
White bull.
white bear. I will show you the house decoration. I think this is the best house decoration ever I've seen in my life. Is the house which is covered with a paprika, a dried paprika. This is actually paprika. I don't know if you can see, but this house is just, this is a paprika everywhere. So cool. And from this perspective, this abbey and this house this is actually my profile picture will be about Tihany. Beautiful spot. From Tihany to Balaton Fjord, we are taking this bus number, and this is the timetable if you wanna travel by public transport. As it is raining all the time, so we have delicious cakes and tea while we are waiting for our train back to Budapest. And this is our apple cake. Kuba's cake, rhubarb cake hasn't arrived yet, and this is kind of like hot drinks, hot tea, and this is honey, I guess, to the tea. You just have to press the. And this is Kuba's rhubarb cake. We are on our way to Budapest now, and we will be arriving probably in around 2 hours. And then around 7 p.m. and 9 o'clock we will be taking a ferry, and we're going to watch nightlight from the river with welcoming drink. Okay, see you later.